Hi everyone, this is Lanteo's weekly wisdom call for Wednesday, the 31st of May. This is actually our first year anniversary. We've been going for 1 year tomorrow, so it's a bit of a milestone. We've got questions from Christian this week, so we're going to start with the first one. She says, and I'm going to make sure I can read the whole question in one go. Okay. I have an enormous passion for music. It takes me to another dimension, and I don't think I would want to live without it. Why would you think that? Okay, I feel powerful and alive. I start to move and shake every time it's on. What does music do energetically? How does it benefit us? Can it change our cells to a state of well-being? Yes, it can, but it depends on the sort of music you're listening to. That's why Psych K and there are lots of other forms of music therapy that exist. That's why things like, what does one of my friends do here a lot of? What's it called in English? The Tibetan bells, that's it. No, not Tibetan bells, Tibetan bowls. That's why the Tibetan bowls have such a powerful effect on us. Partly because of their vibration and partly because of their tone. Thank you, Christian. Music does, of course, have a huge benefit energetically on us, and it can completely dictate our mood. If I want to really concentrate on something, I will put Mozart or Bach on, because they're very mathematical. Their studies are very mathematical. And it helps me concentrate because there's a beautiful simplicity in the mathematics of the way they choose their notes, and not just where the note is on the scale, but also the vibration of the note and the length of the note. So one of my, he's not really a friend, he's more someone I know. He's a British screenwriter who's written things like Notting Hill Gate and Love Actually. I don't know what the title of the film is in English, but there's another one. I think it might be called Rock the Boat or something. And he deliberately, before he has to write a screen, his name is Richard Curtis, before he has to write a scene, he chooses from his absolutely enormous collection of music all of the tracks that he thinks will get him in the mood and the emotion of the scene he's writing. So you don't really need to ask that question, Christian, because you know it. You know it because you say every time music is on, you feel powerful and alive and you start to move. That's exactly what music does. It bypasses our prefrontal cortex and our rational brain and gets right to our emotions. So it has a very, very powerful effect on us. That's why music can make us laugh. It can move us to tears. It can do anything in a powerful emotion. Okay, so Christian, there's your answer to that one. Your second question is, I would really love to attract a partner, and I would like to know why I have been involved with people that did not want to be with me or ran away. I feel I haven't had much luck in relationships. I don't want to get into something meaningless because of my intensity and attachment. I find the men that I've been interested in are unavailable in some way. This is an important topic. I would love your input. Okay, well, we have already answered a lot of this question for you, Christian. And that is, it's all about energy, and you're working through stuff to do with your sense of self-worth. And until you've got that a little more balanced, it has taken a big leap forward this year, particularly with the decision to go back to studying. And it's an ambitious decision and goal, and well done you. So that shows that your sense of self-worth and value is improving if you're still, and improving a lot. So if you're still noticing that the men you're interested in are unavailable in some way, you have two choices. I went through a period of knowing that I was attracting men who would be intimidated by me because I felt that was all I was worth. And I thought, okay, well, I have two choices. I'm going to share my choices with you. Hopefully they might help. If they don't, just leave them. One was that I could go for the choice and say, what the hell, I will deal with whatever comes up. But I didn't really want to do that because I was bored of the jealous scenes and thinking, oh my God, what have I done? And I'm so sorry because I should not have got into this relationship with you. So I stopped doing it, and I opted for the second choice, which was to say, yep, I am attracted to you, but I choose not to act on it because I know that I'm being attracted to you out of my low sense of self-worth. Because I think you're safe, and I've had too many violent men around me. And you're gentle, which means that you're safe. Doesn't mean that because someone is gentle, they're any safer than someone who's not gentle at all. So there are your two choices, okay? And if you want to attract a partner, well, then go ahead and write a goal on it. Write down what you want from the man, and then from your new partner, and then decide on the actions you want to take that will get you meeting these people. Where do they go to? That's the first question any relationship coach asks you. Where do the men or the women you're interested go? Do they go to the gym? Well, then go to the gym. Do they go to a singles bar? Well, then go to a singles bar with some friends. Go where they go. Find out where they go. Find out more about them, the sort of a person you want to attract. And make sure that you add these into your goals and that you act on them. Okay, I had a German Shepherd dog when I was growing up. It brings me to tears to write this. I feel somehow that she saved my life and took the role to protect me from getting more abuse than I already had, because my father used to abuse her. A part of me feels I never got to say goodbye. Can you share our connection? Well, I don't know whose connection I'm sharing, because in one of the homes that I grew up in, there were always 3 generations of Alsatians. So, and there is an Alsatian with me now. I don't know if it's your Alsatian or not, but we'll see. It's really, really well documented now that both dogs and cats, and also goats, apparently, using goats as pet therapy animals, they absorb some of our pain to help us not have to absorb it, which puts a pretty high toll on them, quite honestly. But they do it because that's their role. They come in as our power animals. They do protect us. They go. I've had cats that have the soul of the cat has been back at least 3 times that I'm aware of in the bodies of different cats with me. And by the 3rd time, I got used to it, and I recognized him as soon as he came into my life. And I thought, oh, I know who you are. We're going to have such fun. So they're there with us for a reason. And yes, your dog would have protected you. And as soon as I read this, I got a very strong, tell her that she did say goodbye. It's all okay. It all went as it was meant to go, and she's not to feel guilty about this. Okay, so don't beat yourself up. This is something that you do. You find things to beat yourself up about if things are going too well. That's quite understandable, but we'll be aware that you're doing it at times. So if you want to say goodbye, then have a little ritual. Tomorrow is the first day of a new month. Do it at a full moon or a new moon. Do it whenever you want, but create a little ritual to say goodbye to this dog and tell her all of the things that you felt you didn't get to say when it left you. Okay? It's all okay, Kristen. There's nothing there that you need to feel sad about. She's not sad. I'm calling her a she. I don't know if she actually was a female or if she just had a very gentle, feminine and nurturing energy. I don't get the sex, I get the dominant energy. So make of that what you will. Your last question, Christina, is I'm having trouble with defining what I want. Where I want to do what I want to do, I feel utterly lost and overwhelmed. If there is time, your help is needed. You push yourself too much. You've gone through a huge growth curve, huge one, stepping up and saying, I'm going to be a doctor of Ayurvedic medicine. It's massive, Kristin. Give yourself a break, my love. Now it's time for you to enjoy and take things easy. You're not clear about what your next step is, what you want to do, where you want to do it. You're lost and overwhelmed for two reasons. You're lost and overwhelmed because you're pushing yourself for clarity at a time when there's no need for you to have clarity. That's your second reason. You're trying to push the cycles of your growth too quickly. And they're saying, no, 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 we haven't had the rest cycle yet. We need a rest cycle. Remember that there are 4 seasons and our bodies follow those 4 seasons. So does absolutely everything on this planet. So just as we have an intense growth period, so do we have a period of sleep, a bare sleep for 9 months of the year. And I'm not suggesting that you sleep, but this hibernation period is a period where we relax, where we can recover our strength, and we wait for clarity to come, because that's, or the need to move to come, and with ideas coming with that need to move. The important thing is you get the ideas along with the sense of I want to do something now. If you don't have the ideas, it means you're pushing. You're not accepting where you are in your cycle. So once you get the combination of ideas and desire to move, then it's your spring preparation time, and then it will be summer again. Don't push yourself, okay? Because this is what's causing you to feel lost and overwhelmed. Okay, I think it was a she. Okay, all right. It was a she. I understand, but I need a new job, I need a new apartment and a new location. It's all happening so fast and I don't want to waste any more time. Well, I don't know why you think you're wasting time. I don't actually get that. But I do get that you are quite resistant to planning. And I think the special session that we had on Monday and that I redid yesterday and posted, I think you would find that very helpful, Kristin. You aren't going to be happy with it to begin with, but if you allow yourself to work with it, you will find that the goals you start making a lot more progress on these goals, and you stop feeling that you're wasting time. Okay, so this is more a period of you to prepare, and so listen to the session. I took a great deal of care with it because I had the very strong feeling it would be very helpful for you. So please listen to it. Please look at my share screen and see what I've done, and find the motivation within yourself to stop wasting time, as you call it, although I think it's a highly critical statement, and start saying, okay, well, what are my goals here? Where do I want to live? What do I have to do to find that job in that area, or that apartment in that area? Okay, and I know that you've been doing a little bit of research over location, maybe even a lot, but now it's time to put your thoughts down on paper and work them up, because that's when you get to feel you're making progress, that you're doing things towards your goals, and that's when you start clarifying what you feel about things and your priorities. So it's a huge emotional and psychological boost. So I'm not going to say any more. I'm just going to leave you with, please watch the special session for Monday. And then if you have any more questions, come back to us with it. Okay. But the master's sitting here nodding. All right. I know that Gunnar is going to be late joining us this evening, but are there any more questions? Because they were the 3 that were left for me today. No, the 4th one. Gunnar, welcome. Okay, so we've answered Christian's 3 questions. So I know you've just arrived, but if you have anything that you want to ask while I'm here and the master's here with us, then just just write a chat and I will answer it there. And Christian, if you want to leave another comment, do the same. Okay, Christian, listen to the special session for Monday. It's on the Bear Bryant quote. I took a great deal of trouble with it because I knew it was going to be really helpful. So listen to it and act on what I share with you, okay? Because then it's going to stop you feeling as though you're wasting time. Horribly critical statement of yourself. Okay. All right, I'm getting nothing else from you, my love. So I say that this session looks to be over. I want to do some new things with this group, but I will send you an email. I won't deal with it now. I'll send you an email with my ideas, and that way you can read them and comment on them in your own time and in your own way. But for now, this is the Lante's Weekly Wisdom Call for the 31st of May. Happy 1st anniversary, everyone, for Lante's Weekly Wisdom Group. And I will see you again next Wednesday here in the Zoom chat room. But for now, enjoy your week. Have a fabulous time. And enjoy. I hope it's sunny where you are. We've had some glorious sun over the last week, and a friend of mine is getting married on Saturday. So we're all keeping our fingers crossed that the weather will still be glorious then. So that's it from now until next Wednesday.